24/7, the special session of your BRBL subject in the English medium language. And first of all, happy Raksha Bandhan to all of you. Happy Raksha Bandhan to all of you. So today is the festival, so just take a pledge that from today, because you know that from 1st of September, your CIB registration date is going to be start. It means from tomorrow, right? From tomorrow, your CIB registration is going to be start. So what you have to do, simply, first of all, today is the last day in which you have to think that which elective subject you have to select, right? So first of all, just prepare yourself that which elective subject you have to fill tomorrow, so that you can easily understand that elective subject and you can score easily 60 plus marks. So today is the only day in which you have to select the elective paper. You can ask the teacher, you can just see the video courses of all the elective papers. So many things are there in this one. So it's on you that whether you have to select according to your choice. Okay, what is my opinion, what is your friend opinion, it is none of your business, because you have to think yourself that which elective will be suit to yourself. Because suppose if your background is a BTech one, if your background is a BTech one, then you can easily select the IT one. And most of all, student, select the HR one. Why HR one? Because the mostly 60% syllabus that is already covered in ABM and ABFM. So that's why students select the HR subject as an elective. So it's on you that what subject you have to select. Okay, so today we are going to solve the questions of Limitation Act and the tax law. Okay, so one by one we will do the question so that you can easily understand. Limitation Act, what is Limitation Act? That what is your limit? What is your limit? It means basically, suppose X person is there, Y person is there, X person breached the contract. So if X person breached the contract, so in that case, what will happen? In that case, if the X person breached the contract, so Y have a right to file the case. So if Y will file the case, so he have to file the case within the 3 year of the day on which it's breached. So from that day up to 3 year. So Y have a right to file the case. So what is this 3 year? 3 year is called limitation period. 3 year is called class, that is limitation period. That's it. Okay, so in this Limitation Act, when you just read in the paid batch, so in the paid batch also you have to focus on the the chart in which the various acts are there, because as you know that this limitation is applied to the suit, limitation is applied to the appeal, and limitation is applied to the application also. So in these three things the limitation is applied. So that's why you have to focus whatever the suit, whatever appeal that is given in the chart, and the application date also. So each suit, appeal and application have a different limitation days. And if you talk about the tax law, so in the tax law we basically have to understand what? We basically have to understand in the text that about the Income Tax Act, Income Tax Act, right? The second one is your income tax, second is about GST, then your PAN card and commodity derivative tax. So these are the four total segment that you have to read in the tax law. So I think this is clear to all of you that what you have to basically understand and read in the limitation and tax. So this is a part of the module C. And as we know that if you cover module D and module C, so 60% syllabus already you done. Okay, now let's start with the first question. Number one. Number one question on the screen is that what is the period of limitation for filing a suit for compensation for the breach of partnership agreement? 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, and 6 year, class. Tell me. Yes, class. What is the limitation period for filing a suit for the possession of movable property by the person dispossessed? Suppose this is X person, okay? This is Y person. X person have a movable property and Y person have taken that property. Y person have taken that property. So in that case, what will happen? X have a right to file the case. X have a right to file the case. So tell me in that case, what is the limitation period when the breach means violation. So when the violation of partnership agreement will be done, so what will be the exact this one? Tell me, class. Yes, class, tell me what is the right answer. So for that thing, the right answer is 3 year. Okay, 3 year is the right answer. So just remember this one, because in the limitation act now these types of question will become. Okay, next. The next question is, class, as you can easily see that the limitation period for filing a suit for possession of movable property that is dispossessed. If the movable property is dispossessed, so what is the limitation period? 1 year, 3 year, 6 year, and 12 year. So in that case, class, the limitation that is for filing the suit for movable property that is dispossessed. So basically that is 3 year is the limitation period. So for the second one, 3 is the right answer. Okay, second one, 3 is the right answer here. Okay, next. Next question is, in the case of suit, okay, for the recovery of possession of immovable property. What is immovable property? Property that cannot move from one place to another. This is called this one. Okay. So if the suit for recovery of possession of immovable property based on the title, if the plaintiff has been dispossessed, the period of limitation will be 6 year, 12 year, 30 year, and none of the above. So what is the right answer for this question? Tell me, guys. So for this question, the immovable property, the basically the limitation is 12 year. So this is the right answer. Okay, 12 year is the right answer for this question. Done. Next. Next question is class that the limitation period for filing a suit for specific performance of a contract in the case continuing breach is calculated from the date is. So first of all guys, we have to understand that specific what is specific performance of a contract. What exactly this means, specific performance of the contract. Suppose in every contract class, as we know, if there is a breach of contract now, so we have to give the compensation to the opposite party. I think this thing you know right now. We have to give the compensation to the opposite party. But in that case that you are seeing in this, okay, but in the specific performance, suppose if one person breached the contract, so compensation is not the only way that can fulfill the demand of this one opposite party, but the person want the specific performance that you have to perform. You have to give me my this book only. You have to perform this activity only. So then only this contract can be happen. This is called the specific performance of the contract. So in this question, it was asked that the limitation period for filing a suit for specific, that is of a continuing breach, is calculated from the date. So when it will be calculated, it will be calculated from the last breach of contract, from the first breach, from the discovery, or none of the above. Yes guys. What is the right answer? So in that case, from the first breach, the limitation will be start. So for the fourth one, B is the right answer. Okay, B is the right answer for the fourth question. Done? Now, let's start with the fifth one. In the fifth question, that is, what is the period of limitation for filing the suit for recovery of possession of ancestral property by the co-sharer? It is 12 year, 6 year, 3 year, or 30 year. What is the exact answer? What is ancestral property? So guys, ancestral property is basically, this is grandfather, the property will be now come to the father, and then the property will become to the son. So this is called ancestral property. So what is the period of limitation for filing the suit for the possession of ancestral property by the co-sharer? Suppose two son is there, S1 and S2. So suppose if there is a suit for recovery of possession by the ancestral property, S1 have filed the case. So what is the limitation period for this one? Tell me. What is the limitation period for this one? For the fifth one, the limitation period for the ancestral property is 12 years. So fifth A is the right answer. Okay, next. The period of limitation for relating to the suit relating to immovable property for foreclosure of by the mortgagee, whether it is 30 year, 12 year, 3 year, or 1 year. What is the right answer? Yes, class. And what is foreclosure? Foreclosure is basically, suppose two persons are there, right? This is A person and this is B person. Two persons are there, and foreclosure means suppose A person have given the immovable property as a security, right? immovable property as a security to the B person. So in that case, suppose if A is not able to pay the money now, A is not able to pay the money. So in that case, what will happen? The B person, first of all, he will just possess that property, and then after possession, what he will do? After possession, he just try to sell it, okay, so that the money can become. So for that thing, what is the limitation period for foreclosure of the mortgagee? What is the period of limitation for suit relating to immovable for foreclosure of the mortgagee? So guys, for the foreclosure of mortgagee, the right have to learn. C class. Simply for the movable, just remember 3 year. For immovable, remember 12 year. And for immovable, if it's talk about the foreclosure, so it is 30 year. So just please remember these three acts. Okay, now the law of limitation only bar the remedy but does not extinguish war, depth, right, property, and recovery. What is the right answer? The law of limitation bar remedy. It means that after 3 year, after 12 year, if we just approach, so the court will dismiss the suit appeal application. But it will not extinguish what? Depth, right, property, and recovery. Tell me, class, I have just given you the hint. I have just given you the hint. So for seventh thing, the right answer is right. This is the right. The limitation for filing a suit by surety against the principal debtor would be 3 years from the date on which. So this question is basically principal debtor, this is creditor, this is surety. So this is contract of guarantee, section 126 of the Indian contract. So if principal debtor is not able to pay the money, the surety will give. That is called contract of guarantee. So when this question, it was asked that the limitation for filing a suit by a surety against principal debtor would be 3 years from the date on which the amount was paid by surety to the creditor, the date of demand by the creditor, amount become payable to the creditor, and refusal by the principal debtor to pay amount or notice being by the surety. So what is the right answer? Yes, class. What is the right answer here? So for this class, when the amount is paid by surety to the creditor, in that case, this thing will become. So for the eighth one, A will be the right answer here. Okay, next. Period spent in prosecuting the case before consumer forum can be included, excluded, partially excluded, and partially included. What is the right answer? See, the period spent in the prosecuting, this one will be, that is excluded. Okay, so for the ninth one, B will be the right answer here. It will be excluded. And in the paid class, we have already done that. What things can be excluded? Okay, next. In computing the period of limitation for an appeal, the day on which judgment pronounced shall be excluded. The day on which judgment pronounced shall be included. The time taken for preparing the decree will be included. The day on which judgment pronounced and the time requisite for obtaining the copy is included. So if you have remembered that what things can be excluded, you can easily do that. So for this thing class, D is the right answer. Okay, D will be the right answer here for this. Okay guys, so D will be the right answer here.
Hello everyone, today's session every teacher will take the doubts. You can ask any questions regarding the CAIIB registration, and it will be better for you people if you just focus on this one, the live classes, and whatever we are teaching in the live classes, then recorded session, mock paper, ebooks, so many things are there for your CAIIB exam November 2023. Okay, so right now we are doing the module wise question. Right now we are doing the module wise question. So this is your module C. In the module C, as you can easily see, today we are going to start the questions of FEMA. So what is FEMA? FEMA is basically of 1919 Act. It's a Foreign Exchange Management Act. How to manage the currencies. Suppose if India want import and export from the US, right? So India will give dollar. Suppose India want the Apple Mobile. Apple Mobile, the producer, manufacturer is the US. So if India want to purchase, so India have to give the dollar to the US. So in that way, we can easily say that, okay? In that way, we can easily see that under the FEMA, okay, under the FEMA, how to control the currencies, okay, how to control the currency and how to manage it. So we have to deal with these things, okay. So that's why this is very much important. Now let's start with the session. Today's first question is class number 1. Which act governed the foreign exchange management in India? Tell me. Which act governed the foreign exchange management in India? Whether it is FEMA Act 1995, FEMA 1973 and the FEMA 2023. Which of the following is the right answer? Everyone have to give me the right answer regarding this question. In the English medium, right now we have just not started this FEMA Act, but still just try to understand these question, okay, what exactly the question want to say. So guys, for this one, the FEMA Act 1993 is the right answer. Before it was FERA. Before it was FERA, and it is of your 1973. As you know that whatever the government comes, so it is the work of government, because we know that the 3 pillars of governments are legislature, executive and judiciary. So legislature, executive and judiciary, as you can see, the main work of legislature is to make law, executive to execute law and judiciary to give justice. So this portion, that is a legislature, always make the law. So for the first one, this is the right answer. In the FERA, Foreign Exchange Regulation Act, and this is Management Act. Only the word we have just differentiate. This is the management, this is regulate. But in this 1999 provision, we have just add some extra features. Okay, we have added some extra features in the FEMA Act. Okay, so this is the right answer. Next question. Next question is class that name the authority that regulate the foreign exchange in India. Regulate class. Whether it is Foreign Directorate, RBI, it is Finance Ministry and SEBI. See class, in the FEMA Act now, you have to deal with only with the Reserve Bank of India. One concept that I just want to highlight, suppose this is rupees. If you want to convert into the dollar, so there is a authorized dealer. There is the authorized dealer regarding this one. An authorized dealer always appointed by the Reserve Bank of India. As we know that Reserve Bank of India is the regulator of all the banks. Right class? So tell me the right answer for this question. Name the authority that's regulate the foreign exchange in India. Enforcement Directorate, RBI, Finance Ministry and SEBI. Tell me class. So class, the person who regulate the foreign exchange, that is your Reserve Bank of India. The right answer is this one, B. So RBI always appoint the, okay, RBI appoint the what? Authorize, always appoint the authorized person, and the power is also given to RBI to give any directions to the RBI. Okay, to the authorized person. So this is the right answer. Next, who investigate the contravention of the provision of FEMA 1999? Tell me class. Just like police class, the main work of police is to investigation. So tell me guys, suppose if anything happen under the FEMA Act, so who will investigate? Whether it is Enforcement Directorate, RBI, Finance Ministry or SEBI. Which of the following is the right one? Tell me class, who investigate? Investigate means suppose if any person held. Generally, I think you just see in this one TV also that Jacqueline Fernandez, it's Nora Fatehi just caught by ED department. So what is ED department? So they are generally the foreign, they just belong to the other country. So whenever just any department caught a very much rupees in your hand, so in that case there will be investigation. And under FEMA, as you know that the FEMA apply first of all to the all over India. All over India, the FEMA Act will apply. Second, the FEMA Act will apply to the foreign countries whose controller is in India. And if any Indian person just go to the outside the India, so in that person also the FEMA Act will be applied. Right. So in that case class, for the investigation, ED is the person. Enforcement Directorate is the right answer for this question. Okay, so please remember these things. Now, this is your word, that is current account transaction. Okay. Now tell me guys, it means transaction other than capital account transaction. There is one more word, and that word is capital account transaction, and without prejudice to the generality of the foregoing such transaction include. So you have to tell me that what's covered under the current account transaction. So for this question now, you have to know the difference between the current and the capital account transaction. So first of all, just see the option. Number one option is payment due in connection with foreign trade and other current business services and short-term banking and credit facilities in the ordinary course of business. Second is payment due as interest on loan as the net income from investment. C. Remittance for living expenses of parents, spouse, children residing abroad. D. That is expenses in relation foreign travel, education and medical care, parents, spouse and children. And E. All of the above. So, first of all, let's understand current and capital account transaction. If I just give you the example of current. Okay guys, first of all, current account transaction. In this case, once the rupees will go, it will never come back. It will never come back. Once it will go, it will never come back. Once it will come, it will never go back. Vice versa, okay? Once money will come. This is only for the once time, okay class? This is only for the once time. Okay? Money will come. This money will come. It will never go back. I will just give you the example. So that you can easily understand. You can easily class understand. See this example. In this one class, same, both are current account transaction. Both, okay. In the current account transaction, suppose example is traveling. If I show you the one example, that is traveling. Suppose if you just approach US, if you just go US, okay. So foreign traveler, education, if you go to the US, you just spend $1,000. So that $1,000 you have spent. Money go, it will never come back. So foreign travel is this one. Education, medical care. If we spend money in the medical care in the US, in the education also, the money will not come back. So money once go and money once come, just like if India have given loan to the Bangladesh, interest will come, loan will come and go. Loan will go and come, but the interest will come at a once time. So money is coming and it will be never go back. So interest is the example of this one. For this example, these are the example, and for this one, interest. This one, interest. So this is called class current account transaction. So this is very, very much important class. What is current account transaction? So what we have learned, the money is go, never come back. Money come, it never go. This is current account transaction. This is current account transaction. Is that okay? Now, if we see the example of, I think this concept is clear to all of you. Now, if I just talk about the capital account transaction, okay, if I just talk about the capital account transaction. So, what is capital account transaction? The best example to understand is loan. In this case, class, in the capital, the money is going, money is coming. Money is, that is go, and this is come. Just like loan. If India is giving loan to another country, the money will be come back. So money is going, coming. This is called capital account transaction. So I think this is the best example to understand everything. So whatever the example, whatever the example that is written here, all are the examples of current account transaction. So that's why E will be the right answer. Guys, E will be the right answer for this question. Fourth one, E will be the right answer. Okay, next. Next question is, Mr. John had resided in India during the financial year 15 to 16 for more than 182 days. More than 182 days. So what is his residential status under FEMA for 16 to 17 year? Whether that person is called person resident in India or person resident outside India. Which of the following is the best example? Because in the definition term, guys, we have already learned this thing. In definition term, we have already learned this in that what is person resident in India, what is person resident outside India. So for class 5th one, the right answer will be, that is person resident in India, because already cover more than 182 days. So that's why 5th A is the right answer. Next. A person left India on 1 August 2016 for education for 3 years. What would be his residential status for 16 to 17 if he was residing in India for 200 days in the financial year 15 to 16? A very good question. This is very good question. This is very good question, class. Tell me the right answer for this question. So here, class, if it is more than already 200 this, so that's why the right answer will be, class, the right answer will be person resident in India. 6th A is the right answer. Okay, next. What is the penalty where an authorized person contravene any directions given by Reserve Bank under this act? Penalty. In FEMA, the penalty provision is important, guys. What is the penalty where authorized person contravene any direction given by Reserve Bank under this act? What is the right answer? Fine not exceeding rupees 10,000. If it is continued, then 5,000 per day. B. Fine not exceeding 1,000. If it is continued, 200 per day. Fine not exceeding 1 lakh. If it is continued, 20,000 per day. And the fine not exceeding 10,000. If it is continued, 20,000 per day. The right answer will be A. 7th class, A is the right answer. So you have to remember this one. Next. What is the quantum? Quantum means that is calculated penalty for the violation of section 13 shall be fine. Suppose if any person, if a money is found and the penalty is imposed on that person, so what will be the quantum of penalty? Whether it is 3x, it means 3 times that person have to pay, 2 times, 1 time, 10 times they have to pay. So for this class, 3 times he have to pay. So the penalty will be imposed on 3 times. If it is quantifiable, what is quantifiable? Quantifiable means that is calculated. And if it is not quantifiable, then 2 lakh rupees is the penalty. Okay. So this is the Hello everyone, a very good morning to all of you. Welcome to the Officer Adda channel of Adda 24/7. Okay, so this is your BRBL subject, BRBL session in the English medium language, in which we are doing the important, questions. So today's session, we are going to study that how to solve the case studies question, because case studies question generally, just come 8 to 15 question. So what exactly the case studies question, what type of questions come in the exam? So everything we will just study in the detailed form. Okay. Now see, first of all, we have to understand that what is case studies question. What is case studies question? So what is case? Case means anything that is given in the form of fact. That what is the story of a particular case. So that story is written in your paper, and for that story you have to first of all find out that from which module this fact is taken, from which act this fact is taken. Then after that, when the concept you will remember now, then you can easily do the case studies question. So today I'm going to just highlight the 3 questions of case studies, and I will also tell you the trick that how to solve the case studies question. Okay, now one by one. So this is your first case study, and that is a very important one. And this case study also come in your June exam. This case study class also come in your June exam, that is 2023 in the BRBL subject. So first of all, let's understand this fact. I will show you this fact by just drawing a diagram. Okay, now. So I think this screen is clear to all of you, right? Dharmodash Ghosh, the respondent. Respondent in this case. And what is respondent? See, in any case, there must be 2 parties, right? The plaintiff and the defendant. So plaintiff is the person who will file the case, and defendant on whom we will file the case. Okay, so defendant is also known as the respondent. Okay, defendant is also known as the respondent. So guys, Dharmodash, that is a respondent in this case, was a minor. He was a minor. Okay, and was the sole owner of his immovable property that is located in Kolkata. So class, Dharmodash Ghosh is the minor. Minor means below 18, right? And he is the sole owner of the property that is situated in the Kolkata. His mother was the sole guardian of the property, because as we know that when the minor is there, so and if he have a property, so there must be the guardian, and in that case the mother is the guardian. Okay, his mother was the guardian of the property. On July 20, 1895, the respondent executed a mortgage deed. What is class mortgage deed? Mortgage deed is basically in which, suppose if Nikita ma'am is taking 2 lakh rupees from the bank, or 15 lakh, not 2 lakh. If Nikita ma'am is taking 15 lakh rupees from the bank, so in that case, I have to give the immovable property as a security. So that immovable property as a security is known as this mortgage. So in the mortgage, there must be the mortgage deed. Okay, now. So guys, next one, mortgage deed in the favor of the plaintiff. Plaintiff means opposite party. Okay, plaintiff, that name is Brahmodat, and secured an amount of 20,000 along with 12% interest. Okay class, see what is really happening in that case. That is Brahmodat. Brahmodat is there and Dharmodash Ghosh. They have just done the what? Mortgage. In mortgage, this Dharmodash had given a immovable property as a security, and Brahmodat give 20,000 rupees. Okay, and he also demand interest if Dharmodash have to give. Okay, So you can say class, Dharmodash is basically a minor. That is the minor. Done? So a contract is done. It may be possible that Brahmodat didn't know that he is a minor. That's why he have just done the contract. Okay. Now let's highlight the next one. At the time of making mortgage, the respondent had not attained the age of majority. It means when the contract was done, that was the minor. I think this is clear to all of you, right? Now, when Brahmodat was away, the transaction of mortgage was carried out by his attorney Kedarnath Mittar. Okay, this Brahmodat have given the case or given this that Kedarnath is, you can say, the agent of this Brahmodat. Okay, and that is also written here, right? See, okay. And the money was given by his manager Dheeraj. Money was given by the manager Dedraj. That is Dedraj. So Kedarnath is basically what? The transaction of mortgage was carried out by the attorney Kedarnath. Okay, Kedarnath is the attorney. Kedarnath is the attorney. And there is one more person, that is Dedraj. And what Dedraj is? Manager. Dedraj is class manager of Brahmodat. Okay. Now, as supposedly contended by respondent's mother Shripati Jogender Dasi. Okay. Her mother name is Jogender Dasi. Mother of the minor person. Okay. While transaction in consideration, she has sent a letter to Kedarnath. Okay, the lady, that is mother, sent a letter to Mr. Kedarnath Mittar, that is an attorney, through her attorney Bhupender Nath Bose. Okay, the attorney of this minor. The attorney class of minor is Bhupender Nath. It's a BNG. That is the attorney of this minor. Okay, so the mother sent a letter to Kedarnath, that is the attorney of opposite party, through her attorney, wherein the minority of respondent was stated. It means the mother want to state that my child have done the mortgage, but my child is a minor. Okay, and she said that amount lent would be at the lender risk and Dharmodas Ghosh would be not responsible. It means the mother is saying that you have given money 20,000 to my son, that is your risk. Okay, my son will be not liable. Just see the diagram. Kedarnath was aware of the respondent minority. Okay, the attorney of Brahmodat was aware the respondent minority. Nevertheless, he furthered mortgage. It means Kedarnath knew that the opposite party is minor, but still he done the contract. He done the mortgage. And also enclosed with the declaration by respondent, which stated that respondent had attained the age of majority after providing them the assurance. It means minor on that time have tell the false thing. Okay. However, in 10 September 1985, an action was brought against Brahmodat by Dharmodas Ghosh. A very good thing, class. An action was brought against Brahmodat by Dharmodas Ghosh and his mother, which called the declaration of mortgage void owing respondents minority. It means mother want to say my child is the minor, so that's why the contract is done as a void. So tell me, class, in this case, the case is maybe lengthy, but the concept is very clear. So you have to tell me whether the contract which is done by the minor, that is valid or not. And this is a very famous case of your BRBL subject. Just read the sentence and tell me the right answer. Tell me the class right answer for this question. Yes, class, what will be the right answer for this question? What will be the right answer for this question, class? Tell me. What is the right answer? See, class, in that case, as you can see that, what will happen? See, first of all, this is the famous case name is, the case name is Mohri BV versus Dharmodash Ghosh case. Mohri BV versus Dharmodash Ghosh case is the, the landmark case in which it was held that any contract which is done by minor is void ab initio. What I am telling? Any contract which is done by minor is void ab initio. In the paid class, we just always do this statement because minor is below 18 and in the Contract Act, it is written that the person who is coming in the contract must be plus 18. Okay, must be plus 18, then capable to understand what is right and what is wrong and must not be disqualified by the law. So this is the exact answer. So that's why the contract is totally void and Dharmodash Ghosh, that is a minor, will not give money to this person. On that time it was held. The contract is void ab initio, that is void from the very beginning, and the minor will not give 20,000 rupees to this one. So this is the exact answer. So I hope so you people understand this question. This is called case studies question. This is so lengthy, but if you just make this diagram now, it will be very easy for you people. Okay, that's cool. Next one. See the next question, class. That is also very easy. Aaron Solomon, that is a person name, had for many years carried on a prosperous business. He was just carrying a prosperous business as a leather merchant. Okay. In 1992, he decided to convert it into the limited company, as we know that the types of company, right? So this person have decided that just convert the business into the limited company, and for that purpose Solomon and Company Limited, so this is the company name, this is the class company name, was formed with Solomon, his wife, okay, Solomon is the person, right, his wife second, daughter third, and the four son. It means 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 persons are there in the limited company, and the Solomon was a managing director. Just try to learn the question. This is the private limited company. This is the private limited company, right? Okay, now the next one. The company purchased the business of Solomon. The company purchased the business of Solomon for rupees 39,000 pound. The price was satisfied by 10,000 pound in debenture. Debenture is a kind of security, conferring a charge over all the company asset, $20,000 in fully paid up to $1 share, and the balance in cash. 7 shares were subscribed in the cash by the member, and the result was that Solomon held 20,001 share out of 20,007 share issued, and each of remaining 6 share were held by the member of the family. In that particular case, shares are written that company, if any company want to establish, they for the purpose of business, they have to give the shares to the member of the company so that the money can be easily come, right? The company almost immediately run into difficulties, and only a year later, the holder of debenture, okay, appointed as a receiver, went into liquidation. The company went into liquidation. Just note down this point, company, right? On liquidation, the value of assets was divided at 6,000 for liability, 10,000 for debenture, 7,000 for unsecured debt. After paying off the debenture holder, nothing would be left for the unsecured creditor. Unsecured means in which we have not given the security. Thus, the action was brought by liquidator against Solomon, holding him liable for indemnify the company against company trading business. In that case, C class, we have already learned that company is different entity and the company members have different entity. So you have to tell me in this case, which is liable? Tell me class. In that case, whether for the act of the company, the members will be liable. This is the only question. This is the only question class. This is the only question that's won. Yes, class. For the act of company, who is liable? So the right answer class, for the act of the company, what I have to written? For act of company, right? Members will be not liable. Members will be not liable. So this is the exact answer for this question. So I hope so you people understand the way to solve. This question is from Company Act, Module D, and the concept is company is separate legal entity from the members. In the first question, the module is Module D, the act name is Indian Contract Act. So for every case studies question, if you know the concept, you can easily do the questions. Okay guys? So that's all for today's class, and this is your homework. This is guys homework. You have to give me the answer in the comment box. Everybody who is seeing this question have to give me the answer in the comment box. Okay, now see. Brief fact of the case, plaintiff telegraphed to defendant. Plaintiff means the person who filed the case. Telegraph to defendant, will you sell us bumper hall pen? Just imagine bumper hall pen is a object. Telegraph, lowest cash price. They are seeking information about the price. It means that is not an offer. I'm just giving you the hint. That is not an offer. The defendant reply, lowest cash price for bumper hall pen is $900. The plaintiff then telegraphed, we agree to buy bumper hall pen for $9,000, asked for by you. It was held that defendant telegram was not an offer but merely a statement as to price. The plaintiff's second telegram was in fact offered to buy, but at this had never been accepted by the defendant. So you have to tell me whether this is offer or not. Hello everyone, a very good morning to all of you. Welcome to the Officer Adda channel of Adda 24/7. Myself Nikita Singh, I'm your legal mentor, and as you know that we are doing the module wise question, which is very much important. Almost we have done all the the questions of each act. As you know that in the BRBL there's a total 25 acts, so we have almost done, and in this week we are trying to finish this module wise questions so that from the next week we have to start with the definition terms of the 25 act. After definition we have to focus on the summary of the act and its question. So that's why the session is now going to be very that is compulsory. So now let's start with the question. So today module B, Negotiable Instrument Act question. So what exactly, first of all, the Negotiable Instrument Act? So Negotiable Instrument Act is basically, what is negotiable? Negotiable means that can be transferred. That can be transferred. This is negotiable. And instrument means you can say the document. Just tell me class, that is that possible? Okay, is that possible that suppose if we want to transfer the money from one person to another person, that is of 1 crore rupees. So cash, that is not possible. It is possible, but it will take so much time. You have to pack the 1 crore of hard cash in the the trolley, etc. Then you have to give to the another person. So why we just do these things? If we just write a 1 crore rupees in a single document, and that single document if we give it to the another person, this is also called the transfer of money. So the Negotiable Instrument Act is nothing but how to transfer the money from one person to another person through the document. So this act is basically, we have to study the 3 documents. We have to study, guys, 3 documents in which the money can be transferred. The first one is check, then promissory note, and the third one is, guys, what? That is a bill of exchange. So these are the 3 documents that we have to study in which the money will be transferred from one person to another person. Okay, so now let's start with the question. Number 1 question on the screen is that the Negotiable Instrument Act 1881 is an act which define and amend the law relating to what? Relating to check, bill of exchange, promissory note, or all of the above. So which of the following is the right answer for this question? Tell me. And each question I'm telling you, that is very important. Some students are, they are just taking it so lightly. But again, I'm saying, if you want to cross 70+ marks in the BRBL subject, so whatever I'm teaching you in the paid class, that is a content. Content should be revised. One-way teaching, two-way teaching, as we know that, suppose if today I have just completed the Negotiable Instrument Act, you people listen, you people understand. But if you people don't revise now, so there is no use of learning the session. So revision is must required. Whatever question I'm giving you in the paid batch, you have to solve that question. Because these questions are, that is a self-made question that I personally give you people. So the student who are just seeing the paid batch in the recorded way, they can also see the question in the handout. There's a one option that is handout. So by just clicking on the handout, you can see the questions that I'm teaching you. Third one is YouTube session. That is very important. These questions are different from the paid batch. So that's why you have to attend the YouTube session. And after that, when your concept will be clear, so just focus on the mock paper. As you know that the one paper contains 2 hours, so just give yourself 2 hours, and in the room, just try to make a environment just like a exam environment. Okay. So guys, in the Negotiable Instrument Act, if we talk about promissory note, Section 4, Bill of Exchange, Section 5, check, Section 6. So these are the 3 instruments that is defined in the Negotiable Instrument Act. So that's why, guys, first one, D is the right answer. See, for the first one, D will be the right answer here. Is that okay? So this is your this one. Next question. Okay, now we have to do the next question and just try to learn the section. I'm not saying that you have to learn the section because sections are not important. Only 3 to 4 questions come in the form of section. So whatever I have written section in the paid batch, just focus on that section. Otherwise, no need to learn. Next, in a promissory note, how many parties are involved? Tell me, class. In a promissory note, how many parties are involved? If I just give you the example of promissory note, guys, A, this is B person. If A is giving goods to the B person, in that case, B have to give suppose 5 lakh rupees for that goods. But on that time, B is saying that I cannot give this rupees right now. I will give you rupees after 2 months. So A is saying you have to write this your wordings in the written document. So in that case, B is making a document. That document is, guys, promissory note, in which B is saying that after 2 months I will give you your 5 lakh rupees at that date. Okay, so guys, this promissory note, the B will sign here, and this should be registered and stamped. This should be registered and class stamped, right? So in that case, you can say B is what? B is the maker of the instrument. So maker you also call as the drawer, and this A is called as the payee of the instrument. A is called as the payee of the instrument. So this is exactly the format of promissory note in which B have to make a promise. The promise is also written in the note, currency note. But currency note promise is not just like your promissory. That is a different document. Okay, so this document is also authenticated because it is already registered and stamped. So just write down learn the party's name also. You have to learn the party's name of bill of exchange, check, and the promissory note. Right, guys? So for this thing, how many parties? As you can easily see that only 2 parties are there. So for the promissory note, this will be the right answer. Is that okay? Promissory note, pay, and maker. Maker is also called as the drawer because that person have make the promissory note. Okay? Next. Next question. What is next question? What is not correct about the promissory note? What is not correct? It means whatever the definition that is written in section 4, you have to learn that section and then just say. It contain a conditional undertaking. It contain amount mentioned on it. This instrument must be in writing. It is signed by the maker. So which of the following is not correct, class? Tell me. Which of the following is not correct? Yes, class. Just remember the formula. Okay. Just remember the definition and then just tick mark on the right answer. What is the exact answer here? Yes, class. The right answer will be it contain the not conditional, but it contain the unconditional without any condition. So the right answer will be this is the wrong statement and we have to tick mark on the wrong statement. So for the third one, A will be the right answer. And guys, if it is not possible to see the live session, just try to make a timetable in which you can easily see all the YouTube session of your 4 compulsory subject. Okay, next. Next question is class that section 5. Section 5 deal with what? Tell me class. Section 5 deal with what? Section 5 deal with what? Yes, class. Yes, class. Section 5 deal with what? Section 5. Yes, class. Section 5 deal with what? Right now, I have already told you the particular section of this important terms. So, Section 5 of the NI Act, that's deal with the bill of exchange. Okay? Section 5 is bill of exchange. In this particular session, the holder in due course is referred. What is holder in due course? So holder in due course is very simple. Suppose X is a person, X work in a company, right? So X have a good relation with the company. Now in that case, suppose X, the salary in that company is 50,000 rupees. Okay, 50,000 rupees is the salary. Now at the end of the August, in the payment of September, company give the 50,000 rupees check, right, to the X person as a payment. Now in that case, suppose X take this check and go to the bank. In the bank class, the check become bounce. So guys, when the check become bounce, so what will happen now in that case? In that case, whether X have a right to file the case on the company? Say yes or no. X have a right to file the case on the company because holder in due course, and I always give you a hint, that is consideration. This is consideration. So guys, in this case, as you can easily see that 50,000 is the consideration which company have to give, and X is working in the company now. So X is already giving services to the company. So there is a consideration from both sides, company and from the side of X. So it is my right to take salary. And if a company is not giving my salary, I can file the sue on company. So in that case, if check become bounce and X have a right to file the case on the company, in that case, X will be called as the holder in due course. X will be called as a class holder in due course, a very important term. Is that okay, class? So this is your right answer. Next question. This is again important. In an appeal, what is this? In an appeal by drawer against the conviction under section 138. What is section 138? That is dishonor of check. The appellant court may order the appellant to deposit such sum which shall be minimum or compensation awarded by the trial court. It means, suppose if appellant, the question is very simple. If appellant want to appeal in appellant court, so what amount appellant have to pay? 10% of the fine, 15% of the fine, 20% of the fine, या 25% of the fine? Tell me, class. Tell me, class. This is very important question. And for this question, guys, always remember 20% is the amount in which appellant have to pay. Just like your DRT and DRAT. DRT to DRAT, you have to pay 50%. The appellant authority have to pay 50% of amount. So in that case, 20%. So this is the right answer. You have to remember this thing. Okay, next. The interim compensation. What is interim compensation? A final compensation means after conclusion of the case, whatever the compensation that the court is demanding, that is called full compensation. Interim compensation in mid of the case. Interim means in mid of the case. So the interim compensation payable under section 143A may be recovered as if it were fine. Okay, it is recoverable under which act or which particular line? As if it is a decree of a court, as per the provision of Income Tax Act 1961, as per the provision of CRPC, or none of the above. Tell me the right answer. So interim compensation means in mid of the case, whatever the compensation that the party have to pay. Yes, class, what is the right answer? See, as we already know that CRPC, what is CRPC? Its short form is CRPC 1973. Under this act, the procedure will be followed under the section 138 of the Negotiable Instrument Act. So that's why for the sixth one, this is the right answer. Okay, now, all offences under chapter 17 shall be tried by Metropolitan Magistrate, Judicial Magistrate of first class, either A and B, none of the above. Tell me. Metropolitan Magistrate always sit where the population is more than 10 lakh rupees. 10 lakh population. And Judicial Magistrate less than 10 lakh rupees, 10 lakh population. So all offences of this, of NI Act, shall be triable by Metropolitan Magistrate, Judicial Magistrate of first class, either A and B. Which of the following is the right answer? So guys, for this one, the right answer is either A and B. This is the right answer. Okay, next. The next question is, guys, that which court can entertain any offence punishable under 138? Court not inferior to the Judicial Magistrate of first class, any court having jurisdiction to entertain, court not inferior to that of Metropolitan Magistrate. Option D is both. A and C are correct. Right now, we have just discussed this question right now. right now we have just discussed this question, and for the 8th one, guys, the right answer will be, that is D. 8th one, D is the right answer. Is that okay? D is the right answer. 9th, what is the liability of a collecting banker? There are two types of bank: paying bank and collecting bank. X person have give Y 10 lakh rupees of check, right? Now Y person will go in his bank. This bank will collect the money from the bank of this. So X bank is called paying bank because this bank is giving money to this bank. So this is called paying bank, this is called collecting bank. So you have to tell me that what is the liability of the collecting banker: to serve notice of dishonor of the customer so that customer can claim amount from his debtor, to present check within the reasonable time else liable for the damages, to hand over the proceed after realization without delay, and all of the above. So I have already told you the difference and the meaning of paying banker and collecting banker. So for this one class, the right answer is 9th one, D is the right answer. All are the liabilities of the collecting banker. Which section of NI define the word negotiable instrument? 15, 14, 13A or 13? Always remember. Hello everyone, very good morning to all of you. Welcome to the Officers Adda channel of Adda 24/7. So we are doing the questions, that is a module wise question, okay? And tomorrow is the last session of your module wise question, because I have already just chalk out the plan of your upcoming month. We have a September, October, November, okay? So in September, I'm going to start the definition of your 25 acts, right? Definition of the 25 acts we will do in September. In October, we will do the summary. In October, we will do the summary and the questions that is given in the IBF book. In November, we will do the marathon and mini marathon. Okay, marathon and mini marathon. So this is our 3-month plan for the YouTube session. So please do not forget to see the sessions. That is very important from the examination point of view. And right now in this one, July to August, we have done the module wise question. So all sessions are very, very much important. Okay, now let's start with the questions. So today we are going to start the questions of Prevention of Money Laundering Act. What is money laundering? How the black money is converted into white money. So how to prevent that process, that is called prevention of money laundering. And in security, in our book, we have a mortgage. Okay, we have a mortgage, then pledge, mortgage, pledge, then set off, then lien, hypothecation. Okay, so these are the things that we have to study in the security, and we have already done it, right? So now the first question on the screen is that what is the objective of the Prevention of Money Laundering Act? The first one is to prevent the money laundering. Second is to provide for confiscation of property derived from or involved in money laundering, provide for matter connected or incidental to the matter stated in A and B, or all of the above. Tell me guys, which of the following is the right answer? Objective of Prevention of Money Laundering Act. What is the right answer? What is the right answer for this question? Yes, guys. What is the right answer for this question? The objective of Prevention of Money Laundering Act. That is very simple. And we have already done in the Prevention of Money Laundering Act in the paid class that the actual definition is not defined of money laundering. Okay? Actual definition. Tell me guys, what is the right answer? For this question, the objective of Preventive of Money Laundering Act is to prevent the money laundering. So for the first one, A will be the right answer here. For the first one, A will be the right answer here. Okay? A is the right answer. To prevent the money laundering. That's it. Now, what is money laundering? Whether it is civil offense, criminal offense, both and all of the above. So first of all, you have to understand between the what is civil offense and what is criminal offense. The basic difference between civil and criminal offenses: in the civil, the dispute is between party versus party. The dispute is between party versus party, right? And in the criminal case, the dispute is between state versus any criminal. That should be the case name. Because in criminal case, if it is the duty of the state to protect the people. So if any people injured in state, so it is the state responsibility to protect that person. So that's why in the criminal offenses, the one party should be the state versus criminal. In the civil cases, that generally happen with the property related, money related, and the husband-wife matter. That's come in the civil offenses. So that's why the party name will be X versus Y, whatever. In civil cases, if the civil court want to give the punishment now, so the punishment will be always compensation, okay, compensation, and in this one, you can say the life imprisonment, jail, etc. in the criminal offenses. So now you have to tell me guys, I have just given you the hint, what is the money laundering? It is a civil offense, criminal, both will be none of the above. What is the right answer? Yes, class, tell me. Just apply the common sense. In that question, the money laundering is always of criminal offense. So second, B is the right answer. Okay? Second one, B is the right answer. Next. The next question is class. The process of money laundering involve 3 stages. So you have to tell me the correct stage. Placement, integration followed by layering. Placement, layering followed by integration. Layering, placement followed by integration. Layering, integration followed by placement. So what is the correct sequence of this one? What is the process of money laundering? So I'm just giving you a hint. Okay guys, this is A person. A person have a black money. Okay. A person have a black money. This black money, he just transferred to his friend. His friend is suppose a bank manager. His friend is class suppose a bank manager. So if black money is converted, okay, this is the black money. So but obvious, A person is giving some percentage. That's why B is ready to convert it. Now what the bank manager is doing? Bank manager is just distribute the money in the different account of the bank, and he is also giving this money to the foreign bank account. It means money is now just distributed here and there, right? So when he will do that thing, okay, so what will happen? In the first case, when he just placed, this is called placement. This is called class placement. When the bank manager is distributing the money, that is called layering. That is called layering. Okay. And after that layering, what will happen? After that layering, this money, suppose he just deposited in a company. Company is purchased. Company purchased with that money so much things, just like car, helicopter, etc. And when now this car, helicopter, bungalow is going to be in the sale process. So in the sale, whatever the money, in the sale of this property, whatever the money that is coming after sale, that is called white money. So the last process is class, that is your integration. What is this? This is your integration. So this is the exact process of this one. Okay, this is the exact process of this one. So placement, layering, integration. So the right answer will be B. Third one, B is the right answer. Get it? Now, next question. Next question is class, the record of document evidencing identity of client and beneficial owner shall be maintained by a reporting entity for the period of dash after the business relationship between client and the reporting entity ended and the account has been closed, whichever is what? Tell me, class. A very good question. Yes, class. What will be the right answer? What will be the right answer here? The record of documents evidencing identity of clients and beneficial owner shall be maintained by the reporting entity for the period of. So how much time we have to record this one? Fourth one, B is the right answer. Okay. For the fourth one, B is the right answer. That is 5 here and whichever is later. Okay, so this is the right answer. Next question. Next question is class, the word person. I have told you now that definition is important from the examination point of view. So this person as defined under Prevention of Money Laundering Act includes what? Hindu undivided family, every artificial judicial person, association of person and body of individual, or all of the above. What is the right answer? This is called the definition question. So it is damn sure that from the definition portion, 5 to 10 question will come in your exam. 5 to 10 question will come in your exam. the person, Hindu undivided family, the family that is not distributed. At artificial, that is a company, because company have a separate legal existence. An association of person, and all of the above. So for this question, guys, the right answer will be this D. D is the right answer. Okay, next. Which of the following is not prescribed in the provision of Prevention of Money Laundering Act? Seizure of property, attachment of property, confiscation of property, and life imprisonment. So which of the following is the right answer? Tell me. Not prescribed in the provision of Prevention of Money Laundering Act. Tell me, guys. Yes, class. Seizure means basically, suppose the property is there. Now it is seized with the order of the court. Now you cannot touch your property. Attachment, the property is taken by the order of the court. Confiscation, same. Okay. Life imprisonment. So just apply the logic that whether the life imprisonment will be the punishment under the Prevention of Money Laundering, or we will just seize the properties. So for 6-1 class, D is not the exact answer. D will be not come under this one. Okay, this is the right answer. Next, 7th one. The delivery of goods by one person to another for some purpose upon a contract that they shall, when the purpose is accomplished, be returned, and otherwise dispose upon the discretion of delivery upon the contract. What is called? Indemnity, bailment, contingent contract, or what? Tell me, class. Indemnity, that is given in section 124. Bailment, section 148. Contingent contract, that is given in section 31 to 36. Okay, and what is indemnity? Indemnity means loss is there, the loss will done, and the protection of loss will be there. The best example of indemnity is, guys, your insurance. All insurance example will come under the contract of indemnity. What is bailment? Bailment means, suppose if I just give my TV for repair, when the TV will repair, I will just take back my TV. What is this? This is called bailment. Okay. Contingent contract. A valid contract is depend upon uncertain future event. That is called contingent contract. Nikita ma'am will give new car to a person when my old car will be sold. So this new car I will give when my old car will be sold. So whenever my old car will be sold, I will give my new car. So this is called contingent. So this definition, the delivery of goods by one person to another for some purpose upon a contract that they shall be when the purpose is accomplished. So for the 7th one, the right answer is bailment. Bailment is the right answer for this question. Is that okay? Next. What is lien? Lien means to retain the goods in his possession, rights to sell the goods, right to purchase the goods, right to destroy the goods. What is the right answer? Lien. Suppose if I give my TV for repair, okay, and if I not give the price, so the shopkeeper have right to hold my property. So if any person have a right to hold my property, this is called lien. So lien is basically to retain the goods in the possession until the full payment is not done. So for the 8th one, A will be the right answer here. Okay, 8th one, A will be the right answer. Next. Next question is, in journal, all the followings are required for bailment except that the bailer must be in possession of goods. It means What is the odd one? Bailey must intend to possess the goods. Bailey must return identical goods. Actual ownership of goods is necessary. So which of the following is the right answer? Do not forget to like the session and always see the recorded session if it is not possible for you people to see the session. So guys, for this one, as we know that in bailment, ownership is not transferred. So actual ownership of good is not necessary. This will be the right answer. Okay, next. The primary relationship between banker and customer start from the time when customer visit the bank, when customer open account, when customer visit the bank to make queries. Yeah, all of the above. What is the right answer for 10th one? What is the right answer for the 10th one? Tell me, guys. What is the right answer for the 10th one? The primary relationship between the banker and customer start from the time when customer visit the bank, when customer open the account. Any customer can visit the bank, he just come out. But when customer open the account, then the relationship between the banker and customer come into existence. So for the 10th one, B will be the right answer here. Okay, next. The right of set off customer account can be exercised only by the creditor, debtor, banker, customer. Right of set off, right of lien is the right of bank. So right to set off, tell me, customer account can be exercised only by what? So it can be only by the banker.